My name's Chris Naglin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Spotflux. And our mission and our goal, or at least our purpose for operating, is to keep data free. And by free, we mean freedom, not price. Free from interception, free from manipulation. Because when data is not free, it becomes a tool for political and economic power. Now that might make you think of places like China, where entire platforms like Facebook are blocked, or maybe places like Pakistan where you can't get to YouTube. But it's actually much deeper than that. It's a problem that's becoming so rampant that even Edward Snowden showed us, our own country in the United States is not immune to this. We need a solution today that can put checks and balances around government control of data that should be free and untouched. And that's what Spotflux is. A couple weeks ago, Eric Schmidt said this: encryption can end government censorship in a decade. We agree, except for one fact. A decade is a really long time in computer terms. A decade ago, we didn't have smartphones. Look at us now. We can't wait a decade because the governments around the world are working way faster to get more and more control over data. We've built our own cloud across the world using our own built appliances in-house. And what these appliances do, they're encryption endpoints. And they reside in major data centers across the world, in places where many of your favorite content providers are. So we're very close in location to the YouTubes of the world. And these appliances are actually so powerful that they produce 20% more active encryption sessions than the leading Cisco appliance at 1/10 of the cost. The second thing that we do is we empower all of you with free apps, whether it be on your mobile device, whether it be a browser plugin, or whether it be a VPN client on your desktop. We provide these free and easy apps for you to get online and connect to our infrastructure so that we can secure your entire internet connection from wherever you are sitting today to the data center where your content lives. We're integrating protocols that allow us to do end-to-end encryption so that people on the other side that are upgrading to standards like SPDY can take advantage of the full benefit of end-to-end encryption so that there's truly no more hole in the middle. So thanks to Kima Ventures and some other funds who've given us a great start. And thanks to Edward Snowden and many others who've really pushed this issue for us. We've had over 10 million installs to date. We have 2 million plus monthly active users on the platform. And we're taking about 10 petabytes a month out of NSA data centers. We're able to provide people with a safer, more secure, more private internet experience. And we're monetizing
10 seconds.
In traditional channels that other major players have had major success in, such as AVG. I invite you to talk to us more, and I invite you all to download our apps and protect yourselves, and please encrypt the web. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Restapolitan. Created in 2006, so more like 7 years ago, we were at the beginning a table management system dedicated to restaurants such as OpenTable in the US. 2 years ago, two main things happened. The first one was no more cash, no massive growth and almost bankrupt. The second one was that we saw the explosion of restaurant deals in the industry, with companies such as Groupon, Living Social, and so on. So we decided to make a pivot and to completely switch our strategy in 48 hours, and we came up with a new idea, our membership card, which invites you to the restaurants. So let me be clear, with the Restapolitan card, you get one free meal each time you go to a restaurant. Two main restrictions. The first one is that you have to be a party size of 2 minimum, and drinks excluded. Besides this, we are partnering with more than 1,050 restaurants in France. It comes from the small bistro to a 2-star Michelin restaurants. Restaurants are accepting you from Monday to Sunday at lunch and dinner. And why are we talking about a membership card? It's because you can book your table online directly through our website, or you can call a conciergerie, a private conciergerie, which is reachable from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., 7 days a week, with 3 main goals. The first one is to advise you regarding restaurants you want to go. The second one is to confirm your booking by email or SMS. And the third one is, for example, if a restaurant is fully booked, to give you some ideas for another restaurants. So let me give you some figures about our new product, launched 24 months ago. We've done more than $4 million as a turnover, and now we are profitable of more than 50%. We are a team of 40 people opening new countries such as Spain, Belgium, and Luxembourg, already opened. And the only smart thing we've done is to reach our 200,000 customers in 18 months. That we went to see leading companies in France, such as, for example, Total, SFR, SNCF, and so on, and to sell them the product to give to their own customers with, for example, with actions like incentive, as gift and so on. So we completely, for each company we're dealing with, we switch and personalize the packaging with the image of the brand, and they offer our card to our customers. So that helps us to reach more than 1.5 million potential clients, and then to have today more than 200,000. So if you want me to invite you for dinner during the 3 days, you can ask me, and it will be free. Thank you.
Thank you.
This one on? Yes. Wonderful. I always find it a little strange to be selling an online pony world to large rooms full of 30-plus-year-old men. But I think we can all agree, you know, one thing in common with the young women of the world, do they enjoy horses? Yes, they certainly do. Do they enjoy video games? I'm from Stockholm at the moment, and recent government surveys have shown that 80% of girls just under the age of 15 spend at least an hour a day playing games. So things are changing. We've seen, when a lot of us picture the average video gamer in our head, we see that, you know, skinny young guy in jeans and a black t-shirt. It's starting to evolve beyond that at this point. And Star Stable was created to try and serve this audience. And what we're seeing with the idea and the original mission of trying to create, you know, what would World of Warcraft be if it was initially built for women? What would be the starting point? So horses seemed like a wonderful adventure type setting. We worked with a company that had shipped 5 million copies of horse games around Europe. And we used existing technology and architecture to put Star Stable together in less than 2 years. Initial funding coming from Kima, of course. We were very grateful for that. On the slide here, it doesn't mention kind of where we've gone. Within the first 60 days of being online, we had registrations from 180 different countries. We're now accepting payments in 80 different markets. During the last 2 months, we've had over $500,000 of revenue for both months. So we can see that the model is really working, and now we're working on actively growing the model and growing the product internationally. So we're looking for partners to help us spread the message of online horse worlds for girls. We're looking to find different channels to get our message across. And we're trying to, build the first real AAA, high-quality title out there for young women. And we're seeing that's effective, and now we just need to find the proper vehicle. Obviously, when I'm trying to participate in normal video game media, this is not something that normal video game media is particularly interested in, as they typically cater to the jeans and t-shirt crowd that I mentioned earlier. So we're reaching out to young women, we're reaching out to mothers, we're reaching out to people who are interested in horses, and we're hoping to find those partners. While the growth has been amazing, we want to find a way to accelerate it and really get the game out there as quickly as humanly possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm Olivier Sarfati, and I will let you first see the video to explain you what we do, and I come back to you just after. Okay, so you understand what Stepping is. It's a mobile app that allows and rewards a customer when he enters into a store, just physically entering in a store. Nothing else, it's just that simple. So it's the first mobile app in Europe that actually gives money to a customer without spending €1. Why is it possible? It's because actually we have 3 added value for the retailer. First, we boost the traffic, which is a classic but very useful for retailers. Second point is that we detect the customer as soon as he arrives into a store. So when he starts his purchasing experience. Normally, and these days, the retailers only have information about the customer when they pay, and if they pay with the loyalty programs. So now they will have the information since the beginning. The third point is that we can install this little box you saw, which is our own technology of ultrasound. We will install this box inside the store in specific shelves when we want to improve the product, the sales of this specific product. What about Stepin? We exist since only 1 year. We developed the technology until now, and we start to purchase our first customer. The first one will be signed in January. It's a department store with 100 stores, and they will promote the Stepin mobile app to the 1.2 million customers they already have. What we need is more contact, because I think one customer will not be enough to reach the 5,000 stores we want to get in the 3 coming years. So we contact all chain of retailers, not the independent one, but the Zara, H&M, Darty, Fnac, and all these kind of customers. And these are the contacts we are looking for now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Cohen. I'm the founder and CEO of Storyfic. So for those of you who didn't heard about us, we are going to talk about high traffic businesses, the businesses that you go and wait often in line. So those businesses have a big issue today. They can't process more orders than what they're doing. That's why you wait in line. If we speak specifically about fast food, bars, clubs, they are spending 1 minute per customer to process an order. From the time the customer decides on the choice of their order, the sales guy input it in the POS system and manage payment, it's 1 minute. So that's 1 minute of productivity and sales lost by the business. So with Storyfic, we want to give that minute back to business owner, but also to customer, because they will not wait in line anymore. So as you might have seen in some local businesses, such as McDonald's, to quote them, they have built a system which we call kiosk, ordering kiosk, that costs 13K per kiosk, and that takes space in point of sale. And what we do basically is that we put those kiosks in customers' pocket, which means in customers' mobile. So we are enabling local businesses with high traffic to propose a mobile ordering solutions to their customer and skip the line and make more profit and sales at the same time. So what we have seen with the business we equipped is that they can up to doubling their sales and productivity. What we have today, we have the service up and running in various businesses in Europe and in the US. We are processing more than 20% of establishment volume through the app. Because the good part of it is that the service is promoted by the business, is promoted to their own customers. So Storific is being used heavily in those businesses, up to 20% usage. And that's data we own and earn, and that will make profit out of it later on in the process. If you compare it to companies you might have heard already that do mobile ordering, like I can quote them, Seamless, Grubhub, and others, they're making 14% and up commission on each orders. So it kills the restaurant margin. And what we offer to those places is to process mobile ordering at just the cost of a credit card processing fee, no more. That's why they promote it on the point of sale, and we generate volume. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. My name is Thomas. I'm one of the co-founders of Sush.io, and Fabien is also here with me. We're based in Paris, and we want to help you with something that we're really famous with in France. Not food. It's not about sushi. It's about paperwork. We all hate paperwork, and we would love to help you save a lot of time connecting to all those websites, SaaS accounts that you have, having this real-time dashboard and vision about how well your business is doing. So it's great for individuals, it's great for freelance, but it's also great for small companies. So how does it work? Well, it's very simple. All you have to do is connect your SaaS service and your online accounts, whether it's going to be your bank account, whether it's going to be telco operator account, whether it's going to be your Stripe, FreshBooks account. All you have to do is set up the app once, and then we can automate some tasks to help you save a lot of time. So we're able to crawl some website, retrieve some PDF, build, extract data from it, and in the end, show you a very nice dashboard with all the key metrics that you need. We launched the app in September, officially live in September on Mac OS X. The good news is we'll be launching a SaaS version pretty soon. We'll also have more than 3,000 banks in the US and also 1,000 new services within the app. If you have an API and you'd like to be featured within an app, please come and talk to us. And if you want a free coupon code to try the app, don't hesitate. I'll be around. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Great. Thank you.
Hello. I'm Jeremy, Tick & Go co-founder. Tick & Go is a peer-to-peer transportation solution for going to and from the airport. And today the service is available for SFO International Airport. And it's growing fast, so we will open the service very soon in 5 other airports. This is definitely a better experience and a cheaper experience than anyone else in this space. At the beginning, we started into the rideshare space, old-fashioned rideshare space. So now that we are focused on the airport, we decided to change the brand name. So I came up with a little video to show you.
Millions of people travel every day, everywhere. Checking in, checking out, saying hello, saying goodbye, waiting, sleeping, walking, visiting, eating. Traveling is an adventure, but we have good news. Now going to and from the airport is affordable, easy, and fun. It's about getting your ride just on time, exactly when you need it. It's about travelers connecting with great local people. It's about finding a friendly face after a 10-hour flight.
We're
on the Delta.
Tick and Go becomes Wings.
So the new branding will be up and running early in January. So this is very exciting. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Oren. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Tomodo, and obviously, I'm here to tell you about Tomodo. So, in Tomodo, we are building a unique patent and technology that enables anyone to modify any existing website and publish the newly modified version of the website under a new domain accessible to anyone from any browser, platform, or device simply by sharing a URL. Simple as that. Now, probably you are thinking, what can I do using Tomodo? So when we launched 6 months ago, back in May, we thought that people will use Tomodo to enhance the website they like and share the new version with their friends. And that's what happened. Over 8,000 developers joined Tomodo in the past 6 months and modified and enhanced thousands of websites. They changed the user interface, added features, removed other features, and created mashup between different websites. But also, people did stuff that we haven't thought about before. For example, affiliates use Tomodo to modify and optimize landing pages to get better conversions. Content aggregators use Tomodo to drive traffic back from the website that they refer traffic to. SaaS companies use Tomodo to create white label solution of the product in matter of minutes to offer to their customers. Widget SaaS companies use Tomodo to create live demos of the widget and send to potential customers in a matter of seconds, and instead of sending them mock-up images. So, and in essence, Tomodo is creating a new market of endless possibilities, and this is just the beginning. This is all of that just happened in the past 6 months. It's important to mention that Tomodo patent technology does not copy the website and does not use any scripting technologies. It acts as a sophisticated proxy between the consumer and the unmodified version of the website, meaning every action, click or an ad, page view, or visit on the modified site counts as an action on the unmodified version of the website. Recently, due to the demand, we've also launched our first public API to enable other companies build new products on the top of Tomodo technology. And what we are looking for. Currently, we can help a lot affiliates, content aggregators, and SaaS companies. So if you are in the crowd and you are interested in growing back your revenues, please approach me. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day.
Hey everyone, I'm Tavet. I'm the co-founder of TransferWise. TransferWise is an online money transfer platform. We help individuals and small to medium businesses make international payments. Why money transfer? It's an incredibly boring field, right? So as I'm sure you all know, banks are providing really bad online services. It's like they've been hiding away when the internet happened. So we realized that money transfer is one very simple service that banks are doing in an especially poor way. Banks are charging you a lot for doing it. Typically, you lose about 5% when making an international payment. We do it for about 10% of that price in TransferWise. Banks take a long time when making payments. Typically, you wait a few up to 5 days. In TransferWise, you get your money the next day, usually. And it's all done in a very easy-to-use way online. We've been live for about 2 years. We're transferring a few $1 million of our customers' money on a daily basis, and we're a team of 50 people and growing fast. Why should you care? Well, if you go out and raise your next round of funding from the US, you should use TransferWise to transfer it from the US to Europe. We'll give you a good deal. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Alexei, COO of MongoPay. So what is MongoPay? MongoPay is a payment solution, European payment solution, dedicated to marketplaces. So as any payment solution, it enables a website or mobile application to accept payments by credit cards or by any local means of payment like Giropay, ELV, or so forth in Germany. But on top of just accepting payments, it also enables the platform to have a full control on how the money flows within the platforms and how and when it is cashed out. And actually, it's quite important and very key for platforms like marketplaces, crowdfunding platforms, and any other collaborative consumption platforms. We need to collect the money, but also to be able to escrow the funds, to be able to move the money within the platforms between the different users, and to be able to decide when the money should be cashed out and go to the beneficiaries. So this is exactly what MangoPay does, what MangoPay offers. We have what we call an all-inclusive payment solution. It just means that we integrate a merchant account, the bank layer, and also all the compliance-related matters. So the client just needs to sign one single contract with us, and then is ready and fully compliant to process payments as it wants. The pricing, very simple. It's very small, but very simple. It's 1.8% of the volume we process, plus 18 cents euro per transaction, but only on cash-in transaction. We do not charge anything for transfers within the platform, and all the cash out are free also. And of course, there is no setup fee, no monthly fee, no hidden fee, as usual. The integration is made through an API, which is, according to our clients, very, very easy. We launched the very version of the product 9 months ago, and today we have 100 clients live on the platform, 300 working on the sandbox, including big names like Litchi.com, La Fourchette, Ulule, Vestiaire Collective, and also Afrimarket, which is here today. And actually, we're launching today the second version of the product, which integrates new currencies like the pound. So we hope this will help us grow at the European level. And just to finish, I will conclude with the volume we've done this year. So we processed 45 million euro of transaction, and we expect to triple this figure next year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Edmundas. I'm a CEO of TrackDeck. And we are the first company in Lithuania to receive investment from Kima Ventures. Yay! Woo! Yes, applaud, applaud. It's a good thing. TrackDeck is a visual feedback solution for web development and websites. If you have ever worked on a web project, you know that feedback from your advisors, your clients, is the key. But how do we treat these people? We make them take screenshots, copy-paste them in Paint, doodle something on the top, then write a long email to you, and then you don't understand what the hell they wrote to you, what browser version they were using, what engine and what device. Well, worry no more, because TrackDeck is here. With our solution, your clients, your advisors, click directly in a website on the things they like or don't like. We take automatically down a snapshot of the area, we take down all the technical details, and we mark it directly in a website or an image or a prototype of a website. So you know exactly where the problem is, how it looked from a client side, and browser version engine, all that good technical stuff. We have 3 co-founders. I'm from Lithuania, my co-founders are from Belarus. We all come from deep web development background. The idea was thought by my co-founder, designer Anton, who was working abroad, and he has really, really bad English, so he literally couldn't talk to his clients. That's the amount of a problem that we face. So here in Kima Day, would like to offer our solution for all Kima startups for 1 year for free. So if you go to trackdeck.com, you can already sign up for our open beta, and we're launching a full version already by end of this week. How much time do you have?
Not long. Not long. A few seconds.
3 seconds. Thank you, trackdeck.com, Eddie from... Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Antonio Pinto, and I am hugely addicted to TV shows. I've actually spent more than 2 months, 15 days, and 8 hours of my life watching TV episodes. And yeah, I'm really addicted to TV shows. But like the millions of TV show addicts there is out there, I was getting a lot of trouble to actually track and watch my TV shows. I was always forgetting when my new TV episodes were available, never knew where I could actually get them and watch them, and it was almost impossible to read blogs related to TV shows without getting spoiled. That's why I've created TV Show Time, and it's a mobile and web app that solves all those problems in a very neat and clean and single app. We have now more than 100,000 active users, and we are looking for press coverage for the next release we are going to drop in January, which will be including the watching part of TV Show Time. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. So sorry, it's me again. My colleague couldn't come today. He's at the office doing a proposal for our customer, but I will be able to present it for you. Vertigo is one of the first Kima investments. It's 6 years ago that we have Kima with us. So the good news is that we are still here. The bad news is that we still haven't anything to sell to you because our customers are big corporations. So we work with Danone, for example, Leclerc in France, Andrade Guitars, which is one of the biggest construction companies in Brazil. They're building all the big stadiums. So what do? We help our customers to reduce their energy consumptions, basically. So electricity, gas, water, CO2 emissions. So we track all these data from their information systems, from inputs, or from inputs coming from their employees, or from tracking systems that are installed on the different shops, for example. Then we gather that data together, we consolidate that, visualize the data for them so that they can see where the energy consumption comes from. And then we help them with our team to reduce all that in order to make them cut their cost. So today we are 15 people based in Paris, mainly. We are selling in 18 countries. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Okay. Hi, my name is Grant Gedgel. I'm the COO of VidCoin. Before I start, I wanted to quote one of my favorite quotes from today was Jeff Clavier when he said that if you're going to go to the U.S. to raise money, you got to be big, ballsy, and impactful. I'm American, and we're going to take our company to the U.S. very soon. In fact, we're already doing quite a bit of business there. So here's my big, ballsy, and impactful quote for the day. Julian from Facebook earlier mentioned that Facebook and Instagram account for 27% of time spent on mobile devices. Do you know what people spend 32% of their time on mobile devices on? Games. And so VidCoin is a monetization platform with the mission to become the leading global monetization platform for mobile and online games. We've got a good start. We've had great traction so far. And here's how we work. We're a monetization platform that was actually spun out of a gaming company. So we've focused on this vertical because it's a vertical that we know very well. And the way we work is we put sponsored videos inside of games, mobile, social, for people to be able to earn virtual currency or goods inside the games that they're playing. So for example, everybody knows Candy Crush, right? Candy Crush, you get to a level, you get blocked. Today, you either have to wait 24 hours or pull out your credit card. You know, my wife has spent, I don't know, tens of dollars on Candy Crush. We propose another solution, which is to watch a sponsored video to open the content that you want to access. It's a very simple model, and it works pretty well. We launched the product in June of this year. Kima came in January. Launched the product in June. We've been basically doubling the revenue every month. We're on track to do a couple million in revenue in our first year in 2014. So things are looking good, and we're growing very fast in the United States. So our next step is to be moving over there. So any U.S. investors here, come and talk to us. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicholas. I'm one co-founder of VideoStep. So here everybody is watching videos online. When you surf on a website, on a publisher, you often watch a video. And bad luck, you have what we call a pre-roll. It's an advertising of 30 seconds that you have to watch before to reading watching your content. If I make a survey, Who likes this type of experience? It will be nobody. 87% of the people skip the advertising when they watch a video. So at Video Step, we took the topic on the other side. Brands have many stories to say to their clients. You can watch their YouTube channel, a lot of content is available. So what we are doing at Video Step, we have developed a technology that analyzes the content of the web page, the behavior of the user, and a lot of other data. And then when we target a customer that might be interested by the content, the video content of one of our advertiser, we suggest it in the content, in the page. It's what we call native advertising. The advertiser pay only if the user click to watch the video. So it's very interesting. Today, we have 30 publishers, Top Premium, Figaro, Le Monde, L'Express, Le Point, Le Parisien. We have 25 unique million visitors per month. We have like 40 advertisers like Microsoft, Samsung, Nissan, Yves Saint Laurent, whatever. And we benefit from the wave, like I was saying, of the native advertising. So we keep running. Bye-bye, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Benoît Sénard, co-founder of Voxit. We've all been on bad conference calls. Calls where it's hard to identify who's talking or even understand what people are saying. Calls where the sound's cut out and everyone has to hang up and call back in. Or calls that go so long that you wish you could transfer to your mobile and finish up on the road. We've all experienced these frustrations, and we think it's time to say goodbye to bad conference calls. In a Voxit calls, there is no background noise, no echo, no talk over, just unparalleled sound quality that makes group conference calls feels as natural as being in the same room. Voxit's 3D immersive sound and intuitive visual cues make sure you hear every word and always know who's talking. Plus, Voxit is built from the ground up for mobile users, which means the experience is always consistent no matter the device you're on, even if you're switching between devices. Voxit is here to make the world sounds better, one conference call at a time. We've already delivered more than 1 million minutes of exceptionally clear, exceptionally productive calls. We are here for looking for partnerships and asking Kima startup to use our product. We're offering our pro version, and just send us an email at kima@voxit.com and we'll be in touch. We believe that when you experience Voxit, uncomplicated conferencing and unparalleled sound, you'll never go back to bad conference calls. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yuri, and I come from Weekton. We help managers run their teams better. And we do that in 2 ways. We make sure that managers know what their employees are doing and giving feedback to them. And we make sure that employees in small and large teams collaborate with each other. I used to be a sales and marketing director of a 600-person IT services company, and I had like 7 or 8 teams and departments reporting to me. Doing that just via email and shared doc and Excel sheets, it was a nightmare. I had no good tools, no good processes. And when you think of it, it's kind of silly that as managers and leaders, we still use unstructured email and shared kind of doc files to know what other people are doing. What we do is actionable analytics. How the product works is very simple. You set up a template. It can be very task-oriented, what you did last week, what you plan to do the next. But it can be also very kind of cultural, soft and emotional, just asking your employees, give just one good suggestion to improve in your team. And based on that, we put together a texture report, and then this kind of very beautiful visual dashboard as well. We are used by small startup teams from 3 to 5 people. It doesn't have to be a big team. At the same time, we have teams and departments at Fortune 500. We have users at Expedia, HP, Shazam, Autodesk, American Airlines, many other companies. These are the companies who have a lot of data, but not a lot of information that can understand and read. So there might be data in task managers, products like Basecamp and Trello and Asana and so on. This is not the information that actually the managers goes into to read. The problem is kind of just otherwise dashboards is they are not actionable towards people. So we try to match these two things. We are 6 people based in New York and in Estonia. Just give us a go and see how it works in your team. I'm most happy to actually give you a call, show you around the product, and get your product feedback. So that's most helpful to me. Thank you.
Hey, hi everybody. I'm René Coton. I'm from WheezyShop and the CTO and the co-founder. And when we start WheezyShop in 2008, we have one goal: make it simple and riskless to start an e-commerce business online. So we have created an easy and powerful tool to create and manage websites with an economic model based on the performance of our merchant. The goal is to increase the sales of our merchant and to take a percentage of all the sales that they are doing. So with this performance in our head, we need to help our merchant to sell online. And we have a key for we have the key for that. We have some people in our team that we call business coach. They are there to help our merchant, to call them, to explain them how to sell online, which partner can be a good partner for them. We had a lot of new functionality each month because WheezyShop is also contract free. You can leave WheezyShop when you want. It's in our philosophy to say that we need to be the best, and if we are not the best, you can leave. We also help web agency this year. We start a very interesting partnership program from the simple affiliation to the white label. And the goal is to help web agency to provide some great e-commerce website for merchants. And a lot of time the open source solution is not the good solution for this merchant. This past year, we made a lot of tests to increase our commercial potential. Like said Nenad from Lengo, it is very difficult to change this thing inside our business. But now we have the key and the right strategy for this commercial. And we are ready to be the #1 top platform in France. And we have some great plan to conquer other markets. And like everyone said, Jeremy loves the number. So today we have 750 new accounts created each month on WheezyShop. And this year we had a 40 million euro transaction, the double of the previous year. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ronen, the CTO and co-founder of Zeus. I'm close to be the last company, so you're pretty tired. The good thing about it is that if I speak nonsense, you won't remember anything. So what is Zeus? We are an enterprise payment platform. Most of you, the online internet, you already accepting payments or will need to accept payments in some point of your business. So what we're doing, we are upgrading the payments infrastructure in your e-commerce or site. So I saw here services like getting transfers to airport, ordering food, buying tickets to festivals. All those apps and websites needs to accept payments. doing it right and doing it flexible and doing it global is the hard thing. Unlike many providers in payments like Stripe, Braintree, Paymill, all those very great companies, they give you a very easy way to start accepting payments. But when you need to get to the next level, more flexibility, better fees, more globalization, more currencies, that's when your core component of payments of your business is becoming very complicated. In Zuz, we solve that for you. We're doing the compliance, the security, storing the credit card numbers of your customers so they can use it again. We allow you the flexibility of choosing the financial institute. We are not the financial institute. We're not taking your money. We allow you to move from one financial institute to another. This is very important. You don't want to marry the financial institute. That's really important to growing the business and upgrading the payments. Conversion rates. At the point of sale, at the time of payment, that's where the conversion is measured. We optimizing that and increasing your conversion by optimized UI, multiple payment options, not just credit cards, allowing PayPal, allowing all kind of e-wallets which are local to your region, Kiwi in Russia, Klarna in Nordic Europe, and so forth. So if you want one platform that will help you to get better payments, feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening. Want to thank all of you for being here. Jeremy, thank you for having us. I'm Jeff Pulver. I'm a co-founder and chairman of Zula. And I don't know those of you who know my background at all, but I spent a lot of time helping to make voice over IP happen. And if any of you guys use FaceTime? Anyone here use FaceTime? No? Do you ever pay for it? You're welcome. I went to Washington 10 years ago to make sure that voice communication on the internet, at least in the States, it doesn't deal with legacy phone network for it not to be regulated as telecom. And that law has stayed not only in the United States, but around the world, more or less. And I did a lot of work to make sure that voice on broadband is a greenfield opportunity for entrepreneurs like yourself to be able to take an idea and move it forward. Back in the 90s, when a lot of people were getting into voice over IP, there was a lot of replication taking place. People, entrepreneurs, were not taking chances in telecom. They were taking technology and replacing old with new, but not really doing much. I call those minutes black and white minutes. And purple minutes, to me, represent the idea of taking IP-based technologies and doing what was never before practical or possible. And in fact, that's what purple minutes are all about. And Zula is a purple company. I waited all these years to finally live in a time where the technology was in place and broadband was in place and the devices were in place that we could now push the envelope on what was practical and possible in the modern internet with broadband. How many people here work with a team? How many people have teams? Just see by show of hands. How many people here get copied on too many emails each day? All right, those of you holding your hands up who have smartphones, while I'm here, download Zula, Z-U-L-A, from either the App Store or Google Play. I promise you, when you go back to your office, you'll be a happier guy or gal. Because what we were able to do is change the way people communicate. What we're focusing on is the reality that the world's gone mobile. Your office is in your pocket. If any of your friends are still sending you out-of-office messages, they're probably lying to you because you're walking around with your office in your pocket all the time. But at the end of the day, how do you scale that? And so while your habits changed as a mobile user, you brought email along for the ride. What we did with Zula is play with a paradigm shift, and we recognize it. And what we've delivered is a platform that lets you be a mobile user first, give you access to, we create a conversation stream, bring your team together. One click, you could have a conference call. One click, you have access to your files from Dropbox and Google Drive. One click, you have access to people around your Zula. Each Zula is a different conversation. Once you bring the people into the conversation, you don't need to use phone numbers, you don't need emails. You're able to communicate across the Zula with privacy and with intimacy. And what we're really about is all about the conversation. And I hope that some of you give Zula a try. We're looking for feedback from the family of companies here. And if any of you have any ideas on how you could use Zula, we'd like to hear it from you. Thanks again for having us, and appreciate your attention. Thank you.
First off, I just want to thank Jeremy and everybody here at Kima for making this day possible. I know that a lot of us are excited to be part of the family, and if there's anything I can ever do to help, I'm always around. You guys can find my email anywhere. But I wanted to start by just talking a little bit about us, obviously. I'm excited to be here in Paris. This is my first time. Obviously not in the middle of boating season, but still great to be here. What Boatbound is a platform. It's a marketplace. If any of you guys have used Airbnb, you're obviously already pro users of Boatbound. So we built the largest and fastest growing boat rental marketplace in the US. We launched in San Francisco this summer, and now we've had almost, in the first 4 months we launched, we almost had over $1 million in bookings in the San Francisco market. We're looking to expand to 5 or 6 other markets this year. We've already got boats signed up in about 70 countries, and so at some point this season we'll start launching certain markets that have a density of boats that kind of matches the demand. So things are going really well, but before I kind of jump in and talk a little bit more about us, I wanted to shamelessly try to win the Jambox, since nobody's actually tried to win that yet. So what I want to do is give out $1,000 to any team who wants to go boating. We'll give $1,000 in boating away. So if you just tweet ahoy at Boatbound and tell us where you want to go boating, by the end of the speech I'll give somebody $1,000 to take their team out on a boat whenever the heck it warms up here. So back to us. You know, the boating industry is unique, you know, and it's exciting that the space we're in, because we've got, you know, Airbnb and we've got Uber and we've got a lot of other marketplace sites really kind of making the collaborative and the peer-to-peer space mainstream. But boats, you know, are very unique as an asset themselves. They're very underutilized. For most of you guys, if you drive around and you look at marinas, most marinas have just hundreds of boats sitting there unused. The average stat is about 14 times a year people use their boat. So they sit there about 95% of the time. And so we looked at that asset and we said, man, this is something that we could really activate and turn into something that not only would allow boating to become more accessible to the average everyday person, but more affordable. And at the same time, make boat owners who, you know, have a boat that sits there and they end up paying for it every single month, whether it's storage or the financial burden of it, you know, give them a way to offset those costs. So since we launched, we've done thousands of rentals. You know, boat owners are not only renting their boats, you know, once or twice a month in San Francisco, but some boat owners have already rented their boats 15 to 20 times. You know, and it's really changing the way people look at, you know, boat ownership. So when we started out looking to build a marketplace to make boats more accessible, you know, what we've seen is a lot of other, you know, side effects coming from it. And so we're really excited about, you know, what it's doing for people as far as, you know, offsetting their costs, giving them the ability to do different things. We've seen people start to buy second boats and third boats. And so it's exciting what we're building. And, you know, as we continue to grow, you know, I think next year our focus is going to be to continue to expand in the U.S. Hopefully we get to go to the Caribbean and I get to go and open those markets. But you know, the focus will be in the US, so we're looking at the top 5 major markets. We've got pretty much everybody in the boating space is now signed on behind us. So we're closing a Series A right now. Hopefully that'll be done in the next 2 weeks. We've got all the key players that really give us access to pretty much every single person that owns a boat. So next year should be a big year for us and we're really excited about it. You know, funny story is we were one of Jeremy's earlier investments. We may go down as the biggest pivot in maybe the Kima portfolio. We started out as a wedding company, and we were 5 guys and a girl. And you know, that was kind of the wrong distribution for running a wedding company. And so we pivoted to boats, and you know, it's obviously been a lot more fun since we started this. But you know, again, we just want to thank you guys for coming out. Thank you. Obviously, we're in a much better spot here with the boats, a lot more fun. I wish it was warmer. We take everybody out. Usually we like to do these meetings on a boat, but maybe next summer or next year, whenever it gets warmer here, we'll do something more fun when we expand. But thanks, guys, and that's all I got.
Great, thank you. Next. Hey guys, my name is Mikita, and I'm a CEO and co-founder of Quotroller. Quotroller is an online proposal software. Basically, a couple of years ago, me and my partner were running a web agency, and we were creating dozens of sales proposals, sending them to clients. And we had a lot of pain with that. The reason why is, first of all, those proposals were taking a lot of time. And secondly, we never knew if the client opens that proposal, we didn't know what clients are looking at, what concerns our clients. So we decided to solve that problem, and we built Quotroller. That was 3 years ago. By now we have a few thousand clients. The product is working and growing. We met with Jeremy online in February this year, and since then our numbers tripled. We opened an office in San Francisco. We're actually out of all places from Belarus, and things are looking great. In terms of how we can be helpful to other startups, we've built an inbound sales team, as well as the process behind selling B2B in B2B space to small businesses in digital, in creative industries. And in case any of you guys are targeting the same market, the same crowd, we would love to co-market, maybe write about each other, maybe do something together. And in terms of how other startups can help us, yeah, we're looking for similar companies that target similar crowd, so we can do something together. We can co-promote or something. Thanks again. My name is Mikita, and if you have any questions, feel free.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Guillaume from La Ruche Kidiwi, the hives that say yes. And
my name is Etienne, business developer for La Ruche.
Our company, it's a blend between a marketplace and a social network. We make it possible for the greatest number of people to do their grocery shopping directly from local farmers. Good product for the right price. On a broader scale, our mission is to support a farm-based agriculture that create employment, that contribute to local economic development and provide health and social welfare. I think that the agricultural model that we support can help our world to bear the present and future crisis. And I think we are not the only one to think that way. Kima gave us 15,000 euros 3 years ago to develop the first version of our platform. And since then, we have opened 330 points of distribution in France.
So what that means today is we have 2,500 active producers in the platform. We have a little more than 30,000 orders per month, which represents 1.4 million business volume. We just launched our service in Belgium. So now we have 5 active communities in Belgium and want to expand to other countries, to Germany, Spain, and the UK at the end of the month with a global brand and a new re-engineered platform. So we hope to meet you again in 12 months when we'll be expanding and replicating our model, and we'd love to talk to you about it.
Yeah, and I imagine that everybody thinks that it's not so possible to go global with a such name, La Ruche Kidiwi. So we have a new name, a global name. So we can't say it on stage, but we can say it to you one by one later. Thank you.
After doing Quotroller for 3 years and working with the crowd we're working with, we got a few thousand clients. We were getting one feedback all the time. And that feedback was saying, all right, guys, Quotroller is awesome, but why just sales proposals? We got other documents to send. We got other documents to process. We need to know what happens with our documents after they're sent. We need to be able to sign those documents online. And we decided to do a slight pivot, build a new product called Panda Doc. And that product helps you to create, send, and process digital documents. You can sign them with e-signature. You can sign them on your phone. You can just type in your name. And that's going to be a legally binding electronic signature accepted in all the developed countries in the world. The product is in beta right now. We're launching this January. We're tightly integrated with Google Docs. So in case you're using Google Apps, that's going to be a killer product for you to boost your productivity and help you to close deals faster. And we integrate with a few CRM systems, launching with them as with the launch partners. That's it.
Okay, thank you.